Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Juana, also known as Juana Creates, here on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. And today I'm going to be showing you how I created this beautiful nail design inspired by Kylie Jenner's nails. So let's begin with the foundation. You're going to need 2 coats of Funny Bunny by OPI. And for the deep French tips, I used this yellow by OPI called One Chic Chick and the blue by Kiarasky called After the Rain. And finally, I finished that off with a matte top coat. I am using the one by the Ugly Duckling. Furthermore, if you'd like to know exactly how I created this French tip design step by step, go ahead and check out the description box below. You're going to need 100% acetone. This is going to help you clean up any mistakes that you might make later on. And then you're going to need a medium-sized art brush. This one is Detailer number 2 by the Ugly Duckling, which I love. But for this design specifically, I really wish it was thicker. And then you need a brush to clean up your mistakes. This is just a regular French tip brush, and you'll need a napkin because we're going to be using so many colors. I almost forgot to mention, you're going to need a non-porous surface. This is what I'm using. You can use aluminum if you have it. First, you're going to go in with your dark colors. I am using this dark blue by Jollish called After Dark. What I love about this design is that there are so many colors you can use. You have the options of neon colors, dark colors, and light colors. I used about 3 of each. I also used white. So this color After Dark is going on both my pinky and my pointer finger only. I started there in the middle of the nail, and I'm going to just, draw a squiggly line down to the corner of the French tip nail. And now I'm going to go back in and fix it up with a little bit more polish. I wish I had more expertise in this. I wish I could just apply one line and it'll be perfect and I won't have to go back and touch it up, because essentially I would be saving more time that way. Line work is not easy and it takes time, but I have found that when I lay the brush down, the lines come out thicker, and as I lift the brush they come out thinner. And now onto the pointer finger. I am doing the same thing, except this time the line is going down on the right side of the nail. Once again, starting from the top, you're going to draw the line down, and instead of going down to the corner, it's going to go out in the middle of the nail. I do want to mention that if you find it easier to start from the bottom up, go ahead and do that. For me, starting from the top was easier, but you might find it easier to start from the bottom and then work your way up. Okay, now we're going to go in with our second dark color. I am using Amazon MS Off by OPI. As I am creating these curves, I like to differentiate them by U's and C's. The C curves are going to be slightly more open and wider. The U curves are going to be tighter. For example, this curve, I would consider it more of a C curve, and the other 2 curves that I'm about to draw are more of U because they're a lot tighter. Now, I do want to say that you can make these a lot bigger if you like, depending on how much space you have or what the shape of your nail is. Please don't allow, for example, let's say you don't have these specific colors, don't allow that to limit the possibilities and the creativity that you can create. Just because you don't have this brush doesn't mean you can't create this design. Work with what you have. Give it a shot. You never know what could come out of this. The third and last dark color that I am using is called Heartless by the Gel Bottle. This here is a perfect example of a U curve that I am applying to the corner of the nail. If you watch my other videos, you know that I like to have a matte nail before applying any nail art. That way I can come back with a brush like this one and clean up any mistakes. Next, I'm going to go in with my neon or bright colors. This color here is called Lemonade in the Shade by Jollish. So you probably haven't noticed yet, but each nail has a unique design, a unique character. Whether it's a big line that kind of goes across the nail, like the one that I'm going to be creating here on the middle finger, or whether it's a big line that just kind of goes and curves down to the corner of the French tip. The neon orange I am using is called Rockin' the Reef by Jellish. The yellow that I am using is called Papaya by the Gel Bottle. Lastly, we're going to go in with our light colors. This is number 195 by Lact. I honestly don't recommend this polish, but it's pretty great for designs. I liked how thick the consistency is. Anyways, I'm going to mix that with Heartless and this neon orange and make a really beautiful custom-made color. So with this new color, I'm going to be outlining the neon green line that's already in the middle finger, and I'm also going to be adding this color to the ring finger and filling in some shapes in the thumb. I am also going to be using 195 by itself on my pinky and ring finger. Now I am taking Michelle by the Gel Bottle. This color is going to be applied only to the pointer finger. And lastly, the white color I am using is this white art gel by the Ugly Duckling. I refuse to use any other white gel polish. This white has always worked really well for me. It just gives me such a great, clean, crisp line and artwork. If you watched my other videos, you know that this is one of my absolute favorites. Lastly, you're going to finish off this look with a gel top coat. I am using this Super Shine by the Gel Bottle. I can't say it's my favorite top coat or the best top coat. I'm still experimenting, really, trying to figure out what works for me best in terms of the gel polish being strong and its longevity and it working really well for clients. I'm talking about clients like I'm taking clients. I'm not even taking clients yet. Also, by the way, make sure that you cure your nail art at least for 60 seconds before you go ahead and you apply your top coat. Thank you for joining me. I hope that you found this tutorial helpful. If you want to see more nail art tutorials like this one, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel.